is Emo and Eyez Nerd Time with your hosts, Emo Peanut, Eyes of Black Sand. Yes.
So
Yeah, I'm actually going to open up all these windows.
I got this one opened. Don't
I'm going to pre-open them all.
think. Haha. So yeah, this let's see who is it. You got it open?
Which one?
The Mad Box?
I absolutely do.
All right.
Yeah, I'm preemptively opening up all the pages.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, this new console compete with the PlayStation and Xbox.
I don't think it will.
I mean, so I'm looking at this video, and they're showing, I guess they're showing like the PlayStation and stuff like that, and then they're showing the Mad Box, and it's like this coily, weird looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's by this guy. Yeah. What's his name? It's Slightly Mad Studios. Ian Bell.
Yes. Okay. It's ugly as sin.
That's what I was waiting for.
It looks like if somebody would sit down in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Be like, design me the most crazy, wicked looking, like modern game, like computer case that you can think of.
Right.
It looks like a prototype Xbox. It really does. Like when the original Xbox was in development, all the news and the pictures of the concept art.
Yeah.
Even I guess you could go 360.
Right.
The concept art that people were coming up with, that's what that looks like.
To me, it honestly it kind of looks like some kind of new Dyson heater.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the curves, it's unique. Yeah. I'll give it that. It's definitely unique. I like the LED concept and everything, but it's just, I don't know. It's, I guess it's definitely a talking point when somebody comes over and you're like, yo, check out this Mad Box.
You like set it up on a counter and just be like, hey, check out my new 4-slice toaster.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's my future toaster.
It does look like a future toaster.
But, I mean, the ugliness aside, it's supposed to support up to 120 frames per second for virtual reality.
4K.
Yeah.
I do believe 90 FPS per eye is what it's saying.
Okay.
That would mean you're going to have the new RTX cards in it.
Right.
1080p 1080p per eye at 90 frames. I'm assuming is because I haven't ventured too far into the virtual reality. I know you had the Vive.
Yeah.
1080p at 90 FPS per eye is nice, but the whole 4K aspect of it, it's going to have to feature an RTX card.
Right.
to be 60 FPS, 4K, with 90 FPS per eye using a Vive or a Rift.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to pack some power.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't see it coming in at competitive prices for Xbox or PlayStation.
no, not when the average price of the new consoles when they come out are like around the $400 or $500 mark.
Yep. Right now, I've seen you can get an Xbox One X. I've seen them as low as $250 sometimes.
Right.
Granted, that's using apps like OfferUp or LetGo or Craigslist.
Right.
And for PS4 Pros, I've seen them as low as $275.
Mm-hmm.
So can this thing come out and compete with an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro? No, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't either. And I mean, to be honest, if we're looking at those kind of numbers, just get a custom PC.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can get a PC that plays 4K right now. I've seen as low as $500 maybe.
Yeah, you can get a decent PC for around the $500 mark, around the price of a console that will do VR.
Absolutely.
And it'll be basic VR, won't be top of the line, but I mean, come on, if you're excited to get into VR and you've already spent the money on, a headset or whatever.
Well, just a little bit ago, I watched a YouTube video. He did VR on 8 gigabytes of RAM, a GTX 1050.
Oh yeah, yep.
With the hyper-threaded i3 or i5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Granted, it is not the best looking.
No.
But it's doable.
Yeah, you still get a decent experience out of it.
Absolutely. I hope it proves me wrong. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I'd like to see some future developments on it. I'd like to see some, can't wait to see some gameplay on it. Some more in-depth specs on it. And hopefully a new look to it, possibly. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, well, I just pulled up the Newegg page, and you can get a computer right now for $499, so it qualifies for free shipping. It's got the Ryzen 2200G in it, a Vega 8 graphics, 8 gigabytes of RAM.
Nice.
It's that's VR.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
$500, and it's got your RGB lighting in it. Everybody wants RGB, so it's there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Folks.
Like today I just bought a VR headset.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not an Oculus.
No, but it's a good beginning unit.
It's exactly. It's a good entry level VR, which it's the Dell VR. I don't have a lot of space to work with, so for me, I got my somewhat beefy gaming computer here. So for less than $1,000, you can have VR and a entry level or even mid level gaming rig that will be small enough to sit beside your TV.
Oh yeah.
So again, I hope the Mad Box proves me wrong. I really do.
Same. I mean, it'd be nice to see something else come out that could kind of rival the top dogs at a competitive price, at least.
Absolutely. And we don't have much more information on it than what he wants it to do, which is 4K and VR. Is it going to have its own custom OS? Is it going to play disc-based games? Is it going to be PC? What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm assuming it's going to be a Steam machine.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't
Yep.
it?
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Next on the list would be Titanfall 3 news.
Titanfall 3. I didn't play 2.
I did. I played 1 and 2, actually.
I have 1, and I enjoyed Titanfall 1.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy Titanfall 2 just because it looked like the exact same game. I won't deny it. It was, for the most part. Unfortunately, it came out. When did it come out? It came out at the same time as another big title, and it was overshadowed, so it didn't get nearly the attention it could have. Yep.
But this one, Respawn is saying Titanfall 3 and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will launch this year. I'm looking forward to both of them, possibly.
I hope analysts are right. I would love to play a new Star Wars game.
Yes.
I really do. I would love to see a new Star Wars. I'm not so excited about Titanfall 3, but a new Star Wars game would be amazing because you figured the last Star Wars game I played was Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but
yeah,
I have Battlefront 2 and it sits and collects dust.
Yeah.
I bought it new, played it for 2 hours the day it was released.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't touched it since.
Yeah, I've played it for a little bit. I mean, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but it just, there wasn't a whole lot there. But let's see. Fallen Order should fall shortly behind Titanfall 3's release, which would be sometime in September, possibly. And they're saying possibly in time for the release of Star Wars Episode 9 later this year.
Be nice.
It would. It would definitely be a good way to hype up the movie and the game simultaneously.
Yeah. So I just looked it up just to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
Titanfall 2 was released the same time as Battlefield 1.
That's okay. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it was really overshadowed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was unfortunate. I mean, it didn't get the attention that it could have, like I said earlier, but
yeah.
Like you said, it was a lot. It was really similar to the first one.
It was very cookie cutter.
Yeah.
That's the way it looked to me. It looked almost like just DLC.
Right.
It really did.
Which to be fair, there's a lot of companies doing that nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
And I mean, there's goods and bads about it. If a game does well, I guess common sense would say bring out the next version of the game almost similar to it with few minor changes. Which is kind of a good bad scenario, because I mean, if the people that like the first installment of the game and they're looking forward to a second one and they get a lot of that same they kind of already know how to play the game basically, but you add a little bit more to it, I mean, that's a good thing. But then you also have people that are looking for a little bit something better or newer, and they might not always find it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just Jedi. Star Wars. I just, Fallen Order. I'd love to see information about it. I really would. Just right now, I haven't seen a freaking thing about it. Give me a trailer. You know?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these new releases. They'll talk about it a little bit, and then we don't hear or see anything about it until like a month or two before release, or alleged release, and
yep.
You don't, that doesn't give the company enough time for feedback, honestly.
Yeah. So it looks like there is a trailer for it, I think. It was at E3 2018, so I must have missed it.
For Titanfall or the...
Nope. It is not a trailer. Never mind.
No? Okay. Oh.
No, so there's currently no information out for Fallen Order.
Yeah.
I would love to see something about that. Hopefully, maybe this E3, since PlayStation is not going to be at E3 this year.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder why.
I think it's one of two things. It's they're either they have nothing to show, or they are planning something big. They said they're doing their own thing for E3. They're not showing up.
Right.
There is going to be something. So I'm assuming they will do their own big press conference of some sort, or they will do another PlayStation experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because you figure 2020, you're talking new console time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm hoping this E3, maybe we'll see some stuff about the new PlayStation at an experience.
Yeah, it would be nice to kind of see some new stuff about consoles and some of these new games.
You already know, because E3 2018, Microsoft already said we're working on the new Xbox.
Yes.
It's Project Scarlet.
Yes.
Am I happy they partnered with AMD? Not really.
Yeah.
But that's me. I'm an Intel fanboy.
Yeah.
I've had both. I've played with both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Intel.
Yeah.
This E3 should be big, even though PlayStation won't be there. So I'm really hoping.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I think there's still going to be quite a few.
They're planning something big.
Yeah,
they really are, and I want to see what Nintendo's going to do.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Talking about Nintendo. Metroid Prime 4 was just majorly delayed.
Yes, yeah, we were talking about that the other day, actually.
Yep. They completely scrapped development. I'm glad they went back to the company that was doing it before.
Right.
Their name escapes me right now.
Give me a second. Trying to find something.
But I'm glad they went back. Because as far as I know, they haven't released a Metroid game like Retro Studios.
Okay.
Retro Studios is the ones. They're their company that did all the Prime games.
Right.
I would expect Nintendo to not really know what to do. they they were well in development,
Yeah.
but their excuse for terminating development in house was it was not up to their liking.
Okay.
So they went back to Retro Studios, which was Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime 2, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play 2, but yeah, they also did the trilogy, I do believe. But I'm glad they went back because
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first Metroid Prime. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I played through it a couple times, and a friend of mine played through Metroid Prime 2. He got to where he was speed running it.
Nice.
Yeah, 100% speed runs.
Wow.
And it looked really cool. I watched some speed run at the one day, and it was a cool game.
Mm-hmm.
But I never played it, so I'm glad Nintendo finally went back there.
Yeah. I myself, don't recall playing a Metroid Prime game in my youth. But just the idea of them kind of scrapping what they did, although may have upset some of the fans, you got to think about it this way. They were thinking enough about the quality of this game that they wanted the originals. They wanted the OG
Absolutely.
group of people to come back in and bring that I would assume to be the nostalgic feel back into that game.
Yeah.
Which, top-notch move in my opinion.
They need the port trilogy to the Switch.
Yeah.
They absolutely need to do that.
I would love to see a lot more classic Nintendo games ported to the Switch.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got the new Pokemon game coming out. We haven't seen any news about that yet. But the Prime trilogy coming back to the Switch would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Really would be. Just if people that never got to play it, or
right,
or people that's new to Nintendo because of the Switch, they need to play them.
Yeah, and there's the Switch has so much potential, just not only because of its portability, but its versatility. I mean,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's got so much potential there, especially if they start bringing in some of the classics, and things like that. Because like me and you have been talking back and forth, like we're getting back into these classic games. You got me back into the fighting games, which I haven't touched in, God, 20 years maybe. And it's kind of I start playing. It might not be that good, but it brings back that fun. It's really fun to kind of start messing around with those nostalgic titles again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Talking about games being ported to the Switch, SNES games rumored to be coming to the Nintendo Switch Network thing.
Really?
Yes. All I got to say is thank fucking Lord. I love my classic NES games. I really do.
Oh yeah. Oh,
please give us the SNES games. Please. I'm not going out to buy an SNES classic. I'm not.
No.
I won't do it.
No.
Just out of the sheer fact that they're shoveling already owned software onto a half-ass built RetroPie and selling it for $60.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is about those, like I was honestly thinking about them. I was like, it'd be really cool to have one of these, but then as I'm looking at it and I'm seeing what it comes with, and it's like, all right, you're paying $60. You're getting this little piece of nostalgia. It's not the true thing. But it comes with a small handful of games, which is nice. But that's it. So not every game that you get on there, more than likely, you're not going to like them all. And you're not going to get all the games that you may want on there. So if they would just kind of stop that and start putting them on the Switch,
Yeah, I pay for the Nintendo Network stuff. It's $20 a year, which isn't much.
Oh, that's nothing.
You gotta give us something.
Yeah.
Because right now it's useless.
Yeah.
Like, I pretty much have it now just to play Smash online.
Oh, okay.
And that's not even that good.
Yeah.
It's like, I played Splatoon 2 online, for a little bit.
Right.
And when they started charging, I quit playing it online just because it's not free anymore. So, I'm paying for the online now to play, Smash online and whatever other games come out that use online. And I'll probably use it if MK11 gets ported to the Switch.
Right.
I say if because even though it was announced to be on Switch, they've delayed it.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it in a second, but there's no use for Nintendo Network right now.
No,
for me, there isn't.
Yeah, and like you said, unless they start throwing out some, access to some of these retro games.
Yep. Like I understand going like GameCube games like that no, don't do, that would take up, a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah.
To stream, because it's essentially what you're doing. You're streaming a GameCube game.
Right.
People might not have that bandwidth.
Yeah.
Is somebody that has decent internet with a decent computer or a decent hardwired connection and decent Wi-Fi, I don't have to worry about anything for bandwidth.
Right.
There's still people out there that don't have high-speed internet.
Yeah, this is true. And
so if you're out on the go.
Right, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, because of its portability, you're more than likely not going to have access to big bandwidth.
Yeah, so I could understand not wanting to do it with GameCube games. 64 and down, you can do those. 64 and Game Boy Advanced.
Right.
SNES. You can put those on that server and people can stream it just fine. They got to give us something. Now, for GameCube to Wii, they need to be on the store.
Yeah.
There's games I would love to play on the Wii. I would love to play from the Wii, like Poke Park.
Right.
And Poke Park 2. I love those games. And Tatsunoko versus Capcom is an amazing fighting game that was overlooked because it had shit online.
Yeah.
And it had characters in it that nobody knew,
Right.
I'd love to be able to play those games again, but I don't want to go out and buy a Wii U or a Wii just to play those handful of games,
Yeah.
So if they put those on the store, it would help out a lot. And they give us the SNES and Game Boy and all that on the Netflix of games, pretty much is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, if you paid, so much a month and then gave us access to, some of these retro titles,
Yeah, and I'm not saying like the full library. Just give us 30 or 40, maybe 50 games to look through that are your best-selling games for that console.
Yeah.
Do that. Give me a reason to play my Switch again, because right now it's just sitting there.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine, and well, I shouldn't say that. I played a little bit of the Let's Go Eevee, which I enjoyed. Which, again, great game, but rehashing. What's this?
Let's Go is just Pokemon Red, Blue,
right?
Yellow.
Yeah. What was the city? What was the city that it's in?
Is that Indigo Plateau?
Yeah, I think
the
so.
Indigo, or is that?
That was with the one with a K. I apologize, Poke fans that are listening. It's there's so many to remember. I can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm just not. Yeah. My memory's not what it used to be. I just can't think of the name. The funny thing is I keep wanting to say Concho, but that would be the D&D character that is played by Emo here, and definitely not a Pokemon city.
Unless he wants to shove his fingers up Bulbasaur's ass, maybe.
Yeah, right.
It's Pallet Town.
That's Ash's hometown.
Yeah, you start in Pallet Town.
Right, but it's the main city. It's the main continent island, or whatever that's called. I
think it's Indigo. I don't know. It's somebody tweet at me or something and correct me and call me an asshole. I don't know.
But yeah, anyways, my point is they keep rehashing that area. Yeah. I know personally I've played a few different games and I've come across that area more than once. Yeah. But yeah, that was the last time. The point I was trying to get to was that was the last game that I played. I didn't play it very much.
Yeah. But they need to come. Nintendo needs to come out with the classic games that people are asking for.
Yeah.
They've already said, okay, there's a new Animal Crossing coming out. Awesome. I love Animal Crossing. Mm-hmm. There's a new Pokemon game coming out. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I can't wait. An actual hardcore Pokemon game. Mm-hmm. We need Pokemon Snap. Yeah. We need Pokemon Snap. Remake Pokemon Snap. That is... The Switch has gyros in it. Yeah. Just like the 3DS did. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming. So, just bring back Snap. I got sidetracked for a second. No, fine. Pokemon Snap. It's the perfect thing to play on the go.
Right.
It's, I would play that going places. Absolutely.
Yeah, having games like that to where you can, exactly like you said, download it.
Yep.
And bring it with you. Some classic Legends of Zelda, classic, Super Mario. Mm-hmm. Things like that would be great.
Yep.
Also,
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Yeah,
yes. Puzzle League, or another stadium.
Oh, yeah. Would be nice.
I have Stadium 1 and 2 on 64, so I would love a new stadium.
But since we're kind of on the retro gaming topic,
yes.
You recently bought an arcade 1-up. Please tell me and tell the audience. Let us know your experience with the arcade 1-up thus far.
All right. The 23rd of this month, which is, 3 days ago?
3 days ago.
3 days ago, I bought my arcade 1-up machine, the Street Fighter cab. So fucking excited to get that thing home. I got it home. I assembled it. Okay. Played it. Fine. My family members played it. There's an arcade cabinet in the house. Fucking amazing. I've wanted arcade cabinets since I was in middle school when my family ran an arcade. $300 for an arcade cab. So what? It's 3/4 size. Yes! Fuck, hell yeah, man.
Right.
Let's get one. 23rd happened to be my birthday. So, all right, I'm going to treat myself and get myself an arcade 1-up machine. $300 at Walmart.
Of course.
Woke up the next morning. This is after people had played it, and I got up. I'm gonna play some Street Fighter. I sat down, and my stick has already started to malfunction.
Lovely.
It is not reading inputs correctly. My arcade cabinet, has what I refer to as limp stick. This thing will do almost a 45-degree angle in every way and not activate one of the switches.
Nice. Nice.
That's just the stick, and both sticks are doing it.
Lovely.
Remember, this is 24 hours
Yeah.
after I put this thing together.
Yeah.
Granted, the buttons, they're super clicky, super springy. The one goes pring.
Yeah.
I get it. They have to keep manufacturer costs down. But the paint is already fading. There's a giant white spot on my control deck already. 24 hours after I put it together.
And so apparently this is an issue, which, a lot of people have complained about. I've read about it. And I've read, I did my research. But against my better judgment, I got one anyways. Well, I mean, how can you not? Honestly, how can you not?
Yeah.
They're cool little cabinets.
Yeah, absolutely. Am I happy that I got it? Yes. But the downside to that is I've got a malfunctioning cab that I spent $300 on to start. I just spent another $250 to do the retro wear to it.
Right.
Which means new buttons. Doing the LCD so it accepts inputs, putting an audio amp in it so I can have stereo sound, and putting a Raspberry Pi in it so I can have whatever game I want on it.
Right.
Within my legal, abilities.
Yeah.
Backup games that I actually own.
Right.
But it's the same thing that everybody's doing.
Yeah.
My arcade cabinet now has costed me almost, almost $600.
Which, okay, so...
Or, sorry, almost 500.
But still, even after the... So the thing with the paint rubbing off, I guess arcade 1-up is allegedly you contact them through email or phone, and they're sending you some kind of a plexiglass thing now.
It's something they're not advertising anywhere. Right now, it's while supplies last. For the Street Fighter cabinet or any other cabinet you have, if your paint is rubbing off. If the artwork on the control deck is rubbing off, you can get a free plexiglass cover they're going to send you. I was all for it. I'm like, yes, please send me a plexiglass cover. So I'm tired of my paint rubbing off.
Right.
It's going to take 30 days for me to get it.
But,
30 days.
At least they're sending it to you for free.
Yes, I do not have to pay shipping. Nothing. You give them your information, your name, your address, where you bought it, which one you bought, and they just send it to you.
Right. So now Emo has told me this information beforehand, so I took it upon myself to go ahead and order the plexiglass cover for the Street Fighter cab, which, again, I've talked to you about. We kind of went back and forth. We spent hours last night looking and kind of comparing arcade cabinets to buying a 1-up and getting
to build your own,
right,
from a kit,
right.
Yes.
From what we found, I know they're probably out there. It's just, we didn't look at all avenues. We searched eBay. We trying to look locally. Basically any kind of DIY kit that you can find is going to be a bar top DIY. It's great. Those are great. Don't get me wrong. I want something that I can stand up at, put it in my living room and enjoy. The kids can enjoy. So I'm more apt to purchasing, a larger kit, which couldn't find. You can find empty cabinets for upwards of $300 and more. But so the more we kind of talked back and forth, I too have decided to get a 1-up cabinet. But I'm going to go ahead and do the precautions and, throw, a coat of sealant on it or lacquer or whatever I can do to keep the paint. I'm going to go ahead and do that RetroPie upgrade, new switches and everything. That way everything's right and tight and ready to go. But I think it's a great idea. It's a good cabinet. I just think they cut a lot of corners.
And I get it. They have to keep costs down.
Right.
So the whole cab is made out of MDF pressed wood, which is okay. It's got a little cheap 4x3 LCD panel in it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But for $300, they could have at least put American-made buttons and stick in it.
Yeah.
I would have loved that. I'm not talking, you don't have to use HAP, because I think that's the biggest American-made arcade cab for buttons.
Right.
Button manufacturers. They're made in the US. They're called HAP.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to put Sanwas in it. Just something that'll last
more than 24 hours.
I'm looking for a Walmart stick, not a Dollar Tree stick.
Right.
It's... Come on, guys.
So, folks, if you're listening, and you're thinking about, the arcade 1-up cabinets, they're, for the price you pay, the $300 or whatever it is, it's decent. Keep in mind, you get what you pay for, especially with an arcade cabinet. If you have the money and you look up some YouTube videos, which are very easy to find, please go out there and upgrade it. Throw the RetroCade in there, the RetroPie upgrades in there. Take it as like a small investment, and for an extra $200 to $300, and you're still keeping it under $1,000, you're going to have an excellent unit. That'll last you a decent while, as long as you take precautions to kind of keep it from breaking on you.
Yep. One thing, I was just sitting here trying to look up something. I do not know where they're based out of. Because my thing is, why is it going to take 30 days to give me a piece of plexiglass? Like, I'm just trying to look it up to see where they're located, and I cannot find anything.
I'm pretty sure they're U.S. based.
They are U.S. based, but I do not know where.
Yeah, that is weird. I thought I saw something that had an address on it. Guess I was mistaken. Yeah, I must have.
I have no idea. Like, they do have some interesting cabs coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
And I may give them the benefit of the doubt, and I may get the Mortal Kombat one.
Yeah. But at least this time around you can prep and make it worth.
My thing is, I got Street Fighter. I have fight sticks laying around. I have a Mad Catz fight stick that I used that has Sandwell buttons in it. And when I play Street Fighter, I guarantee I can get kind of rough with my buttons.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat's completely different, so
yeah,
maybe it'll last a little longer. But I may give them the benefit of the doubt. Or they have sit down cabs coming out, cocktail table cabs.
Yeah,
I may just wait and get one of those.
Yeah,
granted, I don't know when those are coming out. But I would probably be interested in a cocktail cab,
right?
Because then I use it as a table or whatever,
Yeah.
But
I just hope that they take because they ran into a lot of these issues, of course, around the holidays. Christmas was coming and these cabs started coming out, and especially at Walmart, of course, and everybody was jumping on these, and then it was just a slew of malfunctioning buttons, paint wearing off, missing parts from the box. I mean, I've read a lot of reviews, and even though a lot of it's discouraging, to be quite honest, for the price that you're going to pay, it's discouraging for $300 to not get, an entire unit as advertised.
But
if you're really into retro games, arcade games, if you have it, again, throw the extra couple of bucks in there and upgrade it and make it something special.
If you don't mind getting like a bar top, you can build your own bar top for under $300. But if you want that 3/4 size or full size, it's you're gonna pay some money for it.
Oh yeah. Geez, we were looking at full sizes, and I mean they range anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on the type of game and how freaking massive the thing is.
Oh yeah. Again, it's my position right now with arcade went up. It's like when you do something and you're a little older and your parents are or a teacher, somebody of authority. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed.
Right. Right.
It really is.
Yeah, because I don't want to hate these guys. Because they're doing God's work. They're taking these classic arcade cabinets, they're throwing multiple games on them, and they're making them affordable.
Arcade went up based out of California.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, it was on their Twitter page that I just now got open. Like, by all means, if you have the money to go out and get one, and you're getting, if you're gonna do the classic, Pac-Man or Galaga, Galaxian, or anything like that, by all means, go ahead. Because you're not going to be jamming on the buttons.
Yeah.
You're not going to be as hard on your control deck. But if you're getting a fighting game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat coming out, or the unannounced, but there's a picture of it, NBA Jam.
NBA Jam?
Yes, sir.
Really?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Yes.
Is that on the website?
It was. Nope. They had a CES booth, and somebody, I think it was Jay's 2 Cents, was walking around.
Uh-huh.
And so he snapped a picture of something, or somebody he was with snapped a picture, and you could see it in the back of the booth. It was super blurry, but just clear enough so you could make out the side art.
Right.
And it was NBA Jam. So hopefully the NBA Jam cab will come out soon.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. I would get that. It better be 4-player cab though.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah. So again, I'm not pissed off or mad at Arcade One Up for. If they're a new business, they still got to learn,
Oh, absolutely.
So hopefully they take all their criticism, to heart, and they change a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if you got to raise the price a little bit to put better sticks and buttons in it, and put a coat of sealant on your artwork, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say at the very least, seal that artwork, because I mean, it's amazing artwork. You want to protect it.
Oh, the look of the Street Fighter arcade cab is awesome looking. I loved the look of the original arcade cab.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs sealant.
Let's see. So the next thing on the list would be whatever the hell we want to talk about, pretty much. I mean, shit. We can always go into the Overwatch stuff. There was that Overwatch Ellie.
Yeah, I had to mute myself.
You're fine. That may or may not have been a social experiment. Let's see. So on Game Informer,
yes, Game Informer. What about?
An Overwatch contenders team issues a statement regarding dropped player Ellie, which, let's see.
Ellie, I do believe, was the social experiment.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Okay, so if there was video, you would see my fingers up, bunny ears, quotations, social experiment.
Yes, exactly. Quote unquote social.
I'm sorry, the dude was bored and wanted to troll somebody.
Yeah.
And it got a little out of hand.
Yeah.
So, from what I guess, it was a dude pretending to be a girl, playing on a Smurf account or a new account, and I guess there was multiple people playing on the same account.
Okay.
Oh, you run
doing really well, beating up, winning all the matches, and totally crushing all the pro players.
Yeah, she had achieved up to a rank 4 at least, I believe.
Yeah. And was drafted to a team for the Overwatch League, I do believe.
Yeah.
And dropped out due to harassment. Or she was let go. Something like that, along those lines. And it was found out to be a quote-unquote social experiment.
Yeah.
I don't know who the player was.
I don't know if it's because.
But that's a piss poor social experiment.
There you go.
If you ask me.
All of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're trying to achieve out of it.
I have no idea. It sucks because the team that drafted a fake player, now they're going through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And another thing that sucked about it is the media jumped all over this.
Oh, of course.
Instead of letting things play out and see what was happening, taking a step back and observing what was going on, they immediately jumped on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you were either for it or you were against it. You were either for this supposed female player being amazing and being drafted to a team, or you were totally against it. My personal stance is if you're a woman or a girl, you want to play professional, fucking go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you, man. More power to you.
Yeah, I mean...
If you're good enough to compete with pros, you're a normal person, go do it.
Yeah, rock that shit.
Rock it, fuck everybody being piss poor attitude and giving you, harassing you. Fucking do it, dude. There's not enough female pro players.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I would definitely like to see more female gamers in the limelight.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's plenty enough male game players out there, and I mean it's fine. But the female players, they don't get enough attention. And then when they do get attention, it's always
got a stigma against it, or it's negative.
Right, exactly. And it's like, and then everybody's like, oh, she's only getting attention because she looks like this, that, and the other. And they never focus on her skill level.
Yep.
Which, I don't know. It's just, it's sad, really, because.
And if anything, like it brought a lot of stuff to light about the pro community for Overwatch, any game, period.
Oh, yeah.
There's, Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, CSGO. It's all, I'm not going to say it's all the same scene because it's not. But they have a lot of similarities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of similarities.
And each game has their own level of toxicity.
Yeah.
So, I know because I've played every one of those games ranked. And you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're not top 500, you're going to get the shit end of the stick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the main reason why I avoid a lot of those ranked games is just, I mean, for me, I'm not much of a competitive person to begin with. I like to play the game just to play the game. But another big reason is, when I do venture into that, that no man's land there of ranked matches, if I do get good enough, it's, you go in there and you start playing it. I mean, if you make a mistake or you're trying to learn, you immediately just get torn apart by everyone.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And very rarely do you encounter people that are like, you know what? You did good, man. You just keep trying, keep learning. You're doing good. Like, I've rarely encountered, things like that. And it's sad because all that does is drive away new people and new players that, might want to give it a shot. And
absolutely.
Those that finally do give it a shot, it turns them into somebody different,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
so and any females that's listening, if you happen to be listening to the podcast, man, do it. You want to do it, go for it.
Oh yeah, with any game. I mean, honestly, it
doesn't matter what game it is, whether it's freaking puzzle games or fighting games or shooters, whatever it is. If you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, I do. I mean, especially like when we're watching, like Frosty Faustings or what was the
Evo,
other-
Frosty
yeah,
Faustings,
GDQ,
CEO,
watching the diverse like culture
Mhm.
that's playing these games, like that's the cool shit. Like, not just all
Absolutely.
men, not just all women, not just all one color, just a
Oh
huge
yeah.
mix of everybody
Mhm.
from different aspects of the world. Like that's the cool shit.
Absolutely, I love it. Games, you're supposed to bring people together.
Yeah, this is true. You would think so.
It's like, I wish that arcades were still a thing in America. I really do.
Oh my god, dude, you don't even know how much I miss.
Granted, there was shit stuff that happened at arcades, people getting beat up, fights, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, the atmosphere was positive. Especially the arcades that I hung out at when I, growing up. There was girls then that would whip my ass.
Oh yeah.
But, it's... I still wish it was a thing. I wish arcades were as big here as they are, like, in Japan.
Oh, I know.
Walking up, smacking a quarter on your control panel. And I got next. I love the atmosphere. We need that again in gaming. We need that.
Yeah. It gets you. I mean, it gets you. It'll get you out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of lets you mingle with other people that are into the same type of stuff that you are.
Absolutely.
It just. I mean, it promotes an overall interactivity other than just hollering at somebody over a mic.
Yeah, couch warriors, keyboard warriors.
Yep.
It's too easy. So I think this next year I might go to CEO.
Yeah.
Which is, if you don't know what CEO is, it's me and Eyez both live in Florida, and down here we got a big fighting game tournament called CEO. It's run by Jabali.
Mm-hmm.
And people all over the world come to there to play games. That's all they do. They play fighting games. Then I would love to do that. Plus, next year you got GDQ in Orlando.
Yeah, this is true.
Next year, I'm absolutely going to be going to that. At least I'm going to try to go a couple of days.
Yeah, I mentioned it to the kids because that whole. Fortunately enough, when you had told me about GDQ, I took that week off, and it was on my TV. Basically, 95% of the time that the event was running.
Yeah.
So I did get to enjoy
same here.
A lot of speed runs. I got to see a lot of the classic games that I enjoyed as a kid, and my kids were just sitting there like, wow. Like, I mean, they were they were in awe. Like my youngest son, he really enjoys like the Legends of Zelda games. Oh gosh, the Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, stuff like that. Like he enjoys those stuff. So when he caught a glimpse of speedrunners running those games, he was just like, he was like, wow, like Dad, really? They're going through it that fast. So,
but that's the kind of camaraderie we need back in the gaming community.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People wouldn't be so damn toxic.
Yeah, that's it.
Speaking of toxic, man, Blizzard, what are you doing?
Oh,
you have to link your BattleNet account to Twitch in order to talk in Overwatch League chat.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Blizzard? Have you not learned, like, censorship? It's a tricky road.
Yeah.
And because you're wanting to ban people that you think are being toxic. Not good.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I get it. I do get it.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I get it. But like to ban 18,000 accounts in Korea because of toxicity.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
Absolutely.
And I hate to say this, I really do. But when I think about toxicity in games, unfortunately, I think of America on like at least the top 5. You know, and that's only from personal experience. But
yeah.
I South Korea is a huge gaming culture. I mean, they have some of the top, League of Legends players. They have some of the top, Overwatch players, so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I mean, just to ban 18,000 due to toxicity, it's a little harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You're trying to stop toxicity, but you're not going to. I mean, all that's going to do is be like, they're not just going to magically stop, calling people names or saying derogatory things or whatever the case may be. They're not just going to magically stop because you banned them from your game.
Yeah. It's a thing.
I know. I would say
in the past couple, like 2018, Blizzard just fucking went bonkers.
Yeah.
With linking Battle.net to Twitch, bringing out Diablo Immortal. Like, why? Like, seriously, what are they doing?
I don't know. I think it has something to do with Big Daddy Activision coming in and just kind of going ham. I mean, devs are leaving.
CFOs leaving, devs leaving.
Yeah.
And then Destiny's saying, I'm done. Bungie's just like, I'm taking my ball and leaving.
Oh yeah. Bungie grabbed up their nest egg and they fucking split.
Yep. And I can't wait to see what comes out of that.
Oh,
they finally have full control over Destiny again.
Yeah, and I think
me personally, I absolutely loved the first Destiny.
Oh, I did too.
I bought Destiny 2 like the week it came out.
Yeah.
Played it a handful of times. And I think it was just recently that I finished the campaign because I was like, I'm sleeping on this game. So much DLC has come out now. I want to do it. So I sat down for one night. It took me like 12 hours and completed the campaign and all the side stuff.
Yeah.
And now I need to, I still need to get, 3 DLC expansions?
Right.
But I'm excited to see what's going to come out of them splitting with Activision.
I think it will give them a chance to flex. It's going to give them a little bit more creative freedom. At least that's what I'm hoping. I mean, I shouldn't say it as if I know. I'm hoping that they'll have a little bit more creative freedom. I'm hoping that they'll be able to, kind of reach out and stretch a little bit and listen to the fans, listen to the people that play the game and kind of take some of their input and saying, hey, this can make the game better. Taking this out might make the game better. Doing this might make the game better. And I hope in the future that they can build something magnificent and kind of give the fans a little bit more than what they want, other than hyping us up for something that on the surface looks amazing. And then when you open the hood, it's just like, it's a fucking potato. I mean, you know, it's a great game. It looks fun, but then it's just like, it's the same shit over and over again.
Yeah. Yep. So I can't wait to see what comes from Bungie, and I really do. I hope Blizzard Activision pulls their head out of their ass.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I didn't play a whole lot of Diablo 3, but I did Diablo 1 and 2.
Yeah, I really like Diablo 3.
They need to fix their shit.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I know. They need to stop thinking about, make money quick schemes, like all the loot boxes and the fucking
paywalls and
just give us something good.
Yeah. So in some awesome gaming news I seen here recently, Eric Woolpaw is back at Valve. Oh. Anybody that doesn't know who Eric Woolpaw is, he is one of the writers that wrote games like Portal, Half-Life 2, and Left 4 Dead.
So could this mean hashtag Half-Life 3 confirmed?
You don't know how bad I want to say yes. I would love to see him. Millions of people have been saying it for years.
Oh, absolutely.
Half-Life 3.
Yeah. It's
another thing. I hate to say it. You're more likely to see Left 4 Dead 3 before Half-Life 3.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the information on the story there's not very much, and Woolpaw isn't currently a full-time employee, but he's doing contract working.
Yeah, he's so he left Valve in 2017, but he's still doing stuff for Steam,
right?
For Valve, not Steam, Valve. He's still, nobody knows what he is doing, but he's there and doing stuff. Even Woolpaw says himself, he's not a full-time employee, but he's contracted with Valve.
Right.
So hopefully we see something awesome come out of his contract with Valve.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Because their last game, Artifact, kind of fell flat on its face.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot when it comes to things like that.
They pulled a Blizzard before Blizzard did.
Oh yeah.
They're like, yay, we got an awesome brand new game to come out, and everybody's like, yeah, it's Artifact. It's a card game. It's like,
it's a wah wah wah.
Wah wah wah. Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully we see something cool come out of that.
Yeah, it'd be nice because especially since how Epic has started their own launcher service, where they're selling games, and giving games away. It's getting pretty popular.
Yeah, Epic, and now even Discord, creating these game stores.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. And when I first got into PC gaming, I haven't been into it for very long. I've been PC gaming for 2 years now. I was ecstatic about Steam. I was like, okay, all your games from one source, one launcher, good to go. And then, the more broad my spectrum became, I noticed, Origin's got a launcher, Epic's got a launcher, Ubisoft has a launcher. I mean, everybody's got a launcher now. So there's no getting away from it. Yes, Steam has a really good, library of titles. Most of them you can only get on Steam. Some of them you can get other places. But I think with these other people kind of getting on that launcher bandwagon, and providing access to a lot of the lesser known games, like a lot of indie titles, I think that's a great idea. I think they need competition.
Yep.
It's a very good way to kind of, because then when you don't have competition, you get comfortable, and then you just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. So yeah, like I would love to see something come out of Steam, something that's not gonna suck.
Yeah,
But speaking about indie stuff, though, Nintendo needs to quit with these indie titles, man. There's games on there that have like no business being there.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to reach that outer.
I get it. Like, I'm glad they're giving those indie devs a chance. But Nintendo, they're taking probably about 60% of the income off of that.
Yeah.
Go with Microsoft indie devs, please.
Yeah.
Xbox will accept you with open arms.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I mean they have a lot of other awesome sites like itch.io and Game Jolt. Those are two really good sites where you can find a lot of pretty amazing indie games for next to nothing, or free for the most part.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Trying to get your name out there on, platforms like Steam or, Nintendo, where they're going to, they got their hand out. Go with the small guys first. I mean, get some footing.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking Nintendo, there is, I do believe, I gotta look, make sure. There is a grandma out there. 87 years old. Has racked up over she racked up over 3,500 hours.
Yeah.
In Animal Crossing.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That is, it is indeed fucking amazing.
Yeah, every day for 4 years.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I would love to see more Grandpa. I know when the Wii first came out, that was, people that would never give video games the time of day were picking up the Wii to play Wii Sports.
Oh, yeah.
And it was quickly adapted into elderly assisted living facilities and stuff because it got them up and moving. And you know what? They loved bowling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When we lived with my grandparents, when we first moved down here, my family, we all moved down at the same time. And when the Wii come out, I bought one off of my friend that absolutely hated it.
Right.
And I gave him $250 for it, and he gave me a Wii with Wii Sports and Twilight Princess. Like, sweet, dude. I got it home and couldn't even play it. Because my family took it to play bowling.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't get to play my own Wii for like a week. It shows you what kind of impact that Nintendo games can have on people.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. Like, I mean, like you said, my parents, they're of course, I mean, my mom was playing Nintendo. I mean, the original Nintendo. She was playing Nintendo back in the day. I remember playing with it.
My parents as well. They had an NES.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I have a scar on my forehead because my dad and my uncle were playing Contra, and me as a toddler walking around fell and thwacked my forehead on the corner of the table.
Wow.
And it was like my second or third birthday, and I had stitches in my forehead.
Jeez.
So I grew up with Nintendo and computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I was raised on console, and you know, like I say, my mom was into Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she wasn't into it heavy, but it was something nice that she would do every so often. But when like games like the Wii, you know, like when the Wii U came out, games like what was it, Rock Band? My dad.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He got heavy into the Rock Band, and you know, like the whole point being like with this grandma getting into the games, you know, and things like that, like stuff like shit like that. That's awesome. I mean, you're
absolutely.
You're jumping generation gaps here and connecting with these people, and it's
I love it.
It's feel good stuff, you know. It's feel good stuff.
There's a video game out there for anybody.
Oh yeah.
I don't care who you are. There's at least one video game in this world for you. Give it a try, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You never know. You gotta try.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the way it is. And gaming, Jack Black coming out with a YouTube channel. Jablinski Games.
Yeah.
Over 1 million subscribers, day one.
Yeah, day one. No games played.
He's not played a game yet.
Just an announcement. And
he did visit the pinball museum.
Yes.
Pinball classic games. I don't remember what it was offhand. I don't have it pulled up, but him and his son did visit a pinball. I'm gonna say it's a pinball museum.
Right.
And it was a nice video. And like knowing Jack Black's other works with movies and voiceover work, and even with Tenacious D, he is getting a little older, but he still has that energy.
Yeah, and like he said, you know, he wants to start from the beginning.
And he has.
Yeah, and I think that's excellent, you know, and that just brings it back, you know, to the arcades and stuff. Like,
yep.
You know, go back to the roots and you know, start fresh. Like my kids, you know, everybody. I mean, I'm 35 years old. I have 3 kids. They all started from the beginning. They all started on, you know, the NES. They've played the NES. They've gone up the ranks, you know, through SNES to, you know, Sega Saturn, N64, so on and so forth. And it allowed them to have that appreciation for those old games. My kids aren't all about the, you know, oh, you know, these graphics are amazing, and then they see, you know, maybe a clip from an older game, and they're like, oh, those graphics suck. What kind of game is that? No, they see those old games, and they're like, wow, what is that?
Yeah. It was like, I just turned 30, and my 7-year-old, her first video game was Plants vs. Zombies. And she was like 4.
Right.
But, you know, right after that, her next game, her actual first console game was Spyro. Yeah, so, you know, it's but watching, especially younger kids play, you know, older style games. It's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I absolutely love it. Yeah. Then I hope Jack Black kills it. I really do.
I do too. I mean, it looks promising. I love Jack Black as an actor. As a person, he's a genuinely cool dude.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope he does start diving in and kind of
Mhm.
throwing some education around.
Yep.
Um.
He's a person that people will listen to.
Oh yeah.
And again, I wish him the best, and I watched his videos, so I'll be looking for him.
Oh
But other gaming news. Hello, phone. I forgot to mute you.
yeah. I would say I would cut that out in post, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave that.
It's Sonic Rings.
I don't even give a shit. I'll leave it in. This is a podcast. You guys can hear all that.
I'm getting a new phone, so hopefully it'll transfer over. But my alert message is a Sonic ring, and my phone, the actual ringer, is the Wii Shop channel music.
Nice.
But perfect segue. Speaking of music, Mr. Gordon, or sorry, not Gordon, Mick Gordon, composer of Doom,
Yes.
is hired, or I don't know if he is done hiring or not, hiring a heavy metal choir
Yes.
for something. I absolutely love Mick Gordon's music. If you don't know who Mick Gordon is, he is the person behind the Killer Instinct music, the Doom music.
Mm-hmm.
He is like a heavy metal instrumental genius. And with me and Eyez being metalheads,
Oh yeah.
dude, this is right up our alley.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love sitting down listening to Killer Instinct's character Fulgor, his music, new and old.
Yeah.
Or hearing the Tibetan style metal from Jago's theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I really can't wait to see what Mick Gordon's gonna do.
Yeah, it's oh my god, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'll just sit there and play Doom just to listen to the music. I really hope something really good is coming off.
We do know the game that he is working on now, which is Doom Eternal.
Well, and the only reason we think that is because it rhymes with schmoom schmaternal, according to this article here.
Everybody knows if you're a fan of Mick's work, you know he's working on Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah.
Without Mick, there's no Doom. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would not buy it and play it on purpose. Just because Mick wasn't in it. But thankfully, they trust him. Mick is doing the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely love it. I love it. I eat it up.
Yeah, that's
anything by Mick is amazing.
Yeah,
it really is.
It'd be some good shit.
Absolutely. So, gaming. We've talked a lot about gaming.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to talk about something like another thing that we're involved in, which would be the animes.
Yes.
One Piece.
Yeah.
I would love to go back and rewatch the entire thing, but I don't want to be watching One Piece till I'm 90 years old.
all 800 and 30 some odd episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
at this point, it's pretty much at this point to rewatch the entire thing it's impossible.
I mean, I'll still attempt it. I'll still attempt it.
Be 98 years old, sitting in your bed. I got another episode to watch.
But Stampede set to hit the big screen in August of this year.
Stampede.
Yeah, it's One Piece Stampede.
Yes,
It's
that
the
is
name
what
of
it's
the
called.
film.
One Piece Stampede. August 9th, 2019.
It's supposed to coincide with the 20th anniversary of the TV anime.
Yes. And thank the Lord it is not a live action.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
what is with
action
these
thing.
companies? What is with these companies doing live action anime movies? Stop it.
Some of them are okay. Some of them are less than satisfactory. Death Note.
Dragon
Netflix.
Ball.
We don't talk about the Dragon Ball.
We do not talk about Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, that's
That's blasphemy on the Most High. Okay, no, that's death talk around here.
In my opinion, that movie does not exist.
No, neither does Death Note.
No, that was
another bad one was Bleach. The Bleach live action movie. Oh god.
Yeah,
they need to stop. And I can't wait to watch Detective Pikachu.
Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
And I don't care what people say. I absolutely fucking love Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I think they hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is like, oh, you know, he's Deadpool. He's Deadpool. You know, I mean, yes.
No, he's not.
But
yes, he will forever be known as Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
that's him.
But he's also Ryan Reynolds, the actor, and he can pull off more than one part perfectly.
Absolutely.
But definitely looking forward to the One Piece coming out. I think that's gonna be some good shit.
Yep.
Another one. Supposedly coming. Well, a project supposedly coming to Netflix in 2020 is Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. I can't wait.
Again,
what was the? I liked Appleseed. The last Appleseed movie.
Yes.
It was very good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it was good.
Yeah.
I know some people didn't have a high opinion of it, but I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it. I did, definitely.
I liked it. So to me, a new Ghost in the Shell project for Netflix. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and
whether it be live action or just another anime, please, absolutely, I will watch it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in 3D CG.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will definitely give it a chance.
And Netflix is doing good with the animes.
They are strong in the anime game right now.
Absolutely, Castlevania. High score girl.
Oh yes. Recently completed that watch, and it was an amazing show.
If you're at all a fan of fighting games, I suggest you watch High Score Girl.
Yes.
Oh my god, is great. It is set around the time
80s,
of arcade life.
Yes.
When Street Fighter 2 first come out.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
And the thing they show actual games. They show actual gameplay.
Yes. There was a person that sat down and physically captured all the gameplay footage.
Yeah. It really well made. Extremely well made.
Yes, absolutely. Baki just got the Netflix treatment.
Yep.
And Baki was that off the wall kind of anime that not a whole lot of people knew about.
Yeah.
and it was originally called Baki the Grappler. And I loved it because when I found that, I was actually studying Muay Thai. In the original anime, that's what he used as a martial arts was Muay Thai. It was a form of Muay Thai.
Really?
Yeah. So I loved watching it. To me, it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
So I would watch that, and then I would have to go do the Muay Thai practice.
Right.
I loved it.
Yeah, I started watching the Netflix redo of it, and really exciting. I mean, my youngest son, he got wrapped up in it, and he's loving it too.
Absolutely. So Netflix has proved that they do somewhat know what they're doing when it comes to anime. So
yeah, and again, Netflix, they're also coming out with a Cowboy Bebop live action drama.
I don't know about that.
Cowboy Bebop. Amazing.
I loved Cowboy Bebop, but are they going to be able to do a live action?
As long as they don't have the same guy that did that atrocious pile of crap Death Note. Yeah.
I don't know. That's just one I don't know about. Like, I absolutely love Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing. I get the whole live action thing. It's really cool. In my opinion, there's very few that pull it off, and so far the ones that have pulled it off have been the Japanese take on it, which they created it. They can do it. Japanese version of Death Note, all 3 films, very good. Japanese version of Attack on Titan, the live action film, very good.
Yes, that one was amazing.
The Japanese version of Rurouni Kenshin, very good.
Absolutely.
So they know what they're doing with the live action. Please, Netflix, please get some of them guys over here and doing it.
Yes, please. You know? Yes, absolutely. I hope they do great on it, because that's one of them, especially like our generation. That Cowboy Bebop is up there.
Oh yeah.
Like watching Toonami, waiting for Cowboy Bebop to come on after Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, oh my god.
Exactly.
And I hope they do well. I really do.
I do too.
Netflix has been knocking it out of the park recently with their animes. They need to keep it up. They really do. Especially since they raised the prices, they have to. And you better deliver.
Yeah. I
mean, don't get me wrong, it's not going to affect me because I have both Netflix and Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
But with prices going, you gotta bring the heat, man.
Well, speaking of which, Hulu actually just lowered their prices.
And they're partnering with Funimation.
Yeah, they're supposedly partnering with Funimation.
And lowering the price. So that's going to be the new go-to for anime. Mm-hmm. It looks like. I mean, I watch anime on there now. Like, my absolute favorite's to sit down and watch Shin-Chan over and over.
Oh, yeah.
Because what's better than a potty mouth kindergartner, right?
Exactly.
But, yeah, I love it. Funimation, Hulu will do you justice. Absolutely. Speaking of animes getting new series, Devil May Cry is getting a new series.
Oh, dude.
By the Castlevania producer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Not many people know there was a small mini-series of Devil May Cry before.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only a handful of episodes. But it was so amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved it. And I eat up anything Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Dante is one of my top favorite characters. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say about it. Yes.
Yeah, there's not much news about it yet, other than the fact
No,
that
it exists.
Yeah, that it exists, and that we know the guys behind Castlevania are doing it. So hopefully
Yep.
they do, again, they do that justice as well. I'm pretty sure they're going to, especially with the work what they did with Castlevania, which was amazing.
The dude that's doing it, I know his name, is Adi Shankar. He has a YouTube channel. And I do believe he was the one that produced one of the Power Ranger. He was the one that did the more for adults Power Rangers short. As well as I think he might have done the Mortal Kombat one as well. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
So I can't wait to see how he does it. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good.
I hope he does it.
I hope so too.
I hope he does it. I hope he does it justice. I really do. Such good, nice stuff coming out. Good stuff coming out.
Yeah,
I really can't wait.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of good shit tonight. Some new stuff that's coming out. A lot of news. It may be a little bit old as far as when we got to it, but it's still relevant topics.
Yeah, it's still pretty fresh about people's opinions or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe the only thing other that really I would want to talk about is Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon.
Yes, very soon actually.
In 3 days.
Is it 3 days? Yeah.
3 days. It comes out on the 29th. I hate the fact that it was leaked. The full game release was leaked. But Square Enix is smart. And they jumped on that. They jumped on that quick. And the way they fixed the situation kind of was they patched it so there's stuff missing from the full game release. So they're not releasing the patch to fix it until release day.
Oh, okay.
Which is smart because then people won't get the ending movie that wraps every, like Kingdom Hearts. They got that at the end of the game. They got like a wrap up movie type deal thing.
Right.
It is not in it. And the way they fixed it was amazing. It was very smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these screenshots here from the game.
It looks amazing, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, especially like some of the Pirates of the Caribbean scenes. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I've been following it since it was revealed at whatever E3. It's 2 E3s ago.
Yeah.
3 E3s ago, something like that.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. I may end up getting it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I gotta cut like a day or two to think about it, mull it over, but I may end up getting it.
Yeah.
And if you want to revisit the movie thing real quick, don't know if you're a fan of Kevin Smith or not, but
oh yeah,
he is finally, after years, got the green light to start production on the next Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. I love his stuff. He has a few movies out that he did without Muse, and I mean they were pretty good. It was a very niche type of crowd, I guess you could say. Tusk was definitely
Tusk was
a very unique movie.
it was unique, but I liked it.
I did too. I thought it was.
I know a whole lot of people didn't like Tusk.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
I like his style.
And I also liked Red State.
That was the one with
it was the I'm gonna call them crazy Christians.
Yeah, with the horn.
Yep.
Yes, that was a very good movie.
Yes.
He also had the one. I think his most recent one was Yoga Hosers.
Yes, that was also a good one. That one didn't star any well-known actors. Really, it was his daughter.
Yeah.
And God, what's his name? Johnny Depp's daughter.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah.
They did well. I loved it.
I thought it was hilarious.
Johnny Depp was in the movie.
Yeah.
But I loved Yoga Hosers. It was a good one. The little bratsies running around.
Oh my god. Booner bar. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
It really was. I suppose my next question is he gonna wear a fat suit? Because his body transformation, his weight loss, and his health is doing amazing.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, yeah, he was a big guy for a while. He was a big guy. You know, he did the comic book show, which was I loved it. But yeah, then he had the heart attack, and he basically was told,
he was on stage.
Yeah, he was told
it didn't happen on stage. But the way it happened, he was on stage doing one of his normal shows, and he come off the stage. He's like, I really don't feel good, and they're like, well, go to the hospital. And it's a good thing that his friends and family pushed him to go to the hospital.
Yeah, because
they're like, you're having a heart attack.
Wow.
He's like, oh shit, okay, fix it.
Yeah, right.
And he's living healthy now, which is good because I love his movies. Like, I know I need to lose a bunch of weight. I'm a fucking fat ass nerd. But yeah, I'm so glad that he finally got around and he's making the next Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be some good shit.
Absolutely. We got that, and Resident Evil Remake is killing it.
Yeah.
I bought it and hadn't even played it yet.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good gameplay on it. Definitely looks like a lot of what I remembered from back in the day.
Yeah. And oh my god. Something I just remembered and it pisses me off. Mortal Kombat 11. I have the premium edition pre-ordered. It's $100, which I'm okay with because it comes with the fighter pass, the combat pass, whatever they're gonna call it. And I originally had the physical disc one pre-ordered, but I pre-ordered it on PSN instead.
Okay.
The collector's edition comes with everything that the premium does, and it comes with a 1-to-1 replica of Scorpion's mask and cowl.
Right.
His hood. The price is what pissed me off.
Oh, that
the price. $300. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
$300.
$300 price tag.
No, and they can shove that up her ass.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That mask better be made out of something special if it's $300.
$300? That mask better be 24 karat gold plated, and that the hood should be like Egyptian cotton. for $300. $200 more. That mask and hood's not worth $200.
Well, you do also get a magnet, and
yes,
you get a steel book,
which both come in. The steel book comes with the platinum,
right,
or the premium,
but you also get the box.
Yeah,
you're forgetting about the box.
My head damn near exploded when I seen that was a thing. They count the box that mask comes in.
Yeah, it comes with a box.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's a $50 box.
A fucking collector's box. $300. Are you aware that for $300 I can order the 40-button controller for the original Xbox with the game?
For $300 you could get the Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet that's coming out next month.
$300 I can buy an original Mortal Kombat arcade cab.
But yeah,
sorry. No, thank you.
I mean, for real, it's a little steep. It's
$300 is way too much.
Considering the fact that for $200, Fallout 76 came with a Brotherhood of Steel helmet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm. It's way too much. It really is.
It is. It's a little bit steep.
I will not be doing it. I can't do it. I physically can't do it. I'm not going to spend $300 on it. So, trolling the podcast Twitter, which I forgot to do before we started. Cyberpunk 2077, the head writer for the game for CD Projekt, left and is now working with Blizzard.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I don't quite know what to think about it, just because I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
CD Projekt, they're okay. I've seen little bits and pieces of Cyberpunk, but they got amazing games. CD Projekt, they're known for The Witcher, and stuff. There's other games. Don't get me wrong, but they're good.
Yeah, I mean, apparently.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, apparently his job on the game Cyberpunk is done.
Yeah.
So we're kind of, that's the thing, we're kind of wondering what's the deal, and I mean, what's he gonna work on there at Blizzard?
Yep. I hope he brings something good to Blizzard.
I do too.
Blizzard needs something. Like we said earlier, Blizzard needs something.
Yeah.
They do. The other gaming news really is Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem.
They're in the midst of their VIP demo. Now, I've played Anthem.
Yeah, we played the.
We have
tested it.
We have tested it. We are not saying how. I'm not saying when and where, but we have played it. I was not impressed at all.
I was, but with the visuals.
Yeah, the visuals. It was clean, clear, nice, and some of the areas were very beautiful.
Yeah.
But it felt too much like a Destiny clone.
It did.
I mean, for crying out loud, the one character, his like a special ability is a bubble.
Yeah.
It's a Master Chief bubble.
Yeah. I'm for
one staying clear from Anthem.
I hope. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm waiting to see, because when they first announced it, I was pretty hyped. I try not to get too hyped for games, especially nowadays, because they usually end up in disappointment. But
yes, it's very easy to be let down.
At this point, they're doing the VIP. They're allowed to stream it, so I've seen some more gameplay. It's definitely a strong reminder of Destiny. So I'm kind of hoping that they add some stuff, or when the game is fully released, there's a lot more stuff that kind of sets it apart from Destiny. Because that's the one thing I hate for games when they come out is for people to constantly kind of compare them to another game that is almost exactly like it. So, I really do hope that something's different about it.
Speaking of games being just like others, new Far Cry. It's called Far Cry New Dawn. I'm guessing that it's a direct sequel to Far Cry 5. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, I kind of saw it, but I didn't read anything into it.
It's set years after the events at the end of Far Cry 5, after the nuke goes off.
Okay.
And
spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't finished Far Cry 5.
Yeah. It's very pink.
Mm-hmm.
The game, with the way it looks, visually, it looks just like Far Cry 5.
Right.
Like, I get it. It's so close to Far Cry 5, but the story, it's like Mad Max, kind of, went more toward the brony side. That's what the visuals look like.
Yeah,
it really does.
There is definitely a
very pastel colors.
Yeah, there's a lot of pink going on.
Pinks and purples.
Which, I mean, it's fine. Pink's fine. We're not saying we got anything against pink.
I will rock pink in a heartbeat. My fat, nerdy, beardy self will rock some pink.
Yeah, I have a pink Technosport chair. Shout out to Technosport.
Just tell Grandpa that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing against pink. It's very... Yeah, look, like, again, I had no idea about this game. I had no idea.
Yes, this is your first reaction to what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like it's releasing on February 15th of this year, of course, with a release price of $39.99. So that leads me to believe
I think it might have been DLC.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
It looks like a new DLC chapter that they have made
into a game.
And they noticed that the DLC or something was not selling for Far Cry 5, and they extended it.
Yeah, which seems to be the ongoing new thing that companies are doing now.
Yes. It's like Atlas.
Yeah.
It legit was a DLC for Ark.
It was, yes. It was in the Ark files under, what was it, like Ocean World or Sea World or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and they took it and they made it into a game. Had a atrocious launch. I mean, it had an atrocious launch. And I feel bad for the guys because, I feel bad for anybody that, goes through all that trouble to make a game, whether it be, however it was that they went about going about it. I mean, if you're going to make a game and you have an idea and you've already come out with a game, and your second game is going to use a lot of the first game's, resources, what's the cheapest thing to do? Take the base game and strip it and reskin it and everything. Yeah, that'd be the cheapest way to do it other than just recoding the same thing over and over again. But, I watched a lot of gameplay of Atlas, and
I did too, because I was genuinely excited about it when I first seen it.
Yeah, same here.
Because it was like I was always interested in Sea of Thieves, but I never got it because it was lack of content.
Yeah.
So to me, Atlas was like, dude, I want to buy this.
Which
and unfortunately, I didn't. Or not unfortunately, but thankfully, I didn't.
Right.
Because I probably would have been a little ticked off.
Yeah.
To see that it was just an Ark DLC.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that big of a fan of Ark. I have Ark, and me and you have played Ark together with other friends.
Yeah.
With Ren, and we played it for a couple hours, and then that's it. We haven't touched it.
Yeah, it gets very boring.
Very grindy and boring. It's I can't do it. I tried, but Sea of Thieves is they're releasing more stuff for Sea of Thieves, so I might eventually get Sea of Thieves.
It's actually getting more popular.
Yeah. Well, it's these big league streamers are going back and playing it.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect.
It's Dr. Disrespect and Summit.
Yep.
And these other people are playing it, and people are starting to realize, hey, this is actually a really cool game.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get more traction, which again, I might pick it up soon. One game that I don't have that you do is Fallout 76.
Yes.
And you said you were enjoying Fallout 76.
I like it. I mean, again, when it got released, I didn't get it at release. I got it after watching some people play it. I was kind of on the fence about it for a while because when it first came out, or when it was first announced, I was hyped. I was hyped when it was first announced. And then there was a lot of, they talked about how, there's no NPCs in the game. It's online only. It's, it's multiplayer, it's PvP, blah, blah, blah. And then I was turned off. But then I started watching, some streamers play it. Granted, the PvP system was broken at the time. So it was basically just kind of a PvE situation with friends.
Yeah.
There was a lot of I mean, there's quite a bit of grinding, but it's the Fallout type of grinding where you just, you go walk around, you search, you do things and yada, yada, yada. But I got it. I enjoy it. I eventually broke down. I got it, and it was really fun. I again, I haven't played it in a while just because I'm the type of person that I'll get really heavy into a game and then I'll literally just drop it on the floor and walk away from it for no apparent reason whatsoever, just because I find something else to get into. But I'm
the same way.
It was pretty good.
So the rumor about that for a while was that it was going to go free to play.
Yeah, they shut that down.
Absolutely, they shut that down. They shut that down fast.
Yeah.
Why would they? It's still making money.
Yeah, it's
granted, it might not be as much as they want, but the game is still making money.
Yeah, for Fallout fans, it's definitely something to check out. Especially if you can get it for slightly less than retail price. Which
I think I've seen them as low as about $30 for a brand new sealed copy.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on where you're at and what platform you got it on, like I picked up the Tricentennial edition for less than $20.
Yep.
So there's avenues out there to get it. I mean, there's your G2As, your Kingwins, your Humble Bundles.
Humble Bundle. There you go.
Yeah.
Support charity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing website. Amazing.
Yep. Absolutely. So, in other news, something else I collectively pissed and shit my nerd pants about was an actual sequel to the original Ghostbusters.
Yes, and there's actually quite a funny story. Apparently, one of the actresses, or
yes, she was very, very upset.
So the thing is, this isn't her fucking franchise, okay?
No, but okay, so I don't want to take anything away from their performances.
No, this has nothing to do with their performances.
I don't remember the actress's name we're talking about. The only actress that I can remember is Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from their performances, because their performances were exactly what they're supposed to be, and they were good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that version of the Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. Was it my favorite? No. Was it good?
But
it was decent. I'm not gonna lie. It was decent if you think about it in its own film. Don't compare it to anything else.
Absolutely. Don't compare it to the original trilogy. I'll call it a trilogy. There was 2.
Yeah.
On its own right, it was okay. Their performances were good. It was screenwriting and director that were not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my opinion.
And,
my personal opinion is the script and the director, or maybe even the producer, not good. But the performances of the actresses were good.
Yeah.
I have.
Her whole thing with, getting pissed off at them restarting this. This was, as I recall, it was, oh God, I can't think of his name. I mean, he's in the movie. It's the one that passed away. It was his brainchild.
I don't remember. Yeah.
The one that played Egon. It was his brainchild, from what I understand. Mm-hmm. So he owns this. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure it was also, I'm pretty sure all of them have a hand in its creation. Mm-hmm. So by her saying, oh, I don't like this. This is stupid. They shouldn't be doing this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ain't none of her damn business.
Yeah.
They allowed you guys to do your take on it.
Yep.
You did it. You got your feedback. That's done and over with. Let's get real now. Ghostbusters 2020. Bringing it back. With the original guys, unfortunately not with the original Egon. But dude,
I can't wait.
I'm fucking super psyched. I'm super psyched.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
and again, they even said it has no connection to the 2016 reboot.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But whether you agree with our opinions or you disagree, let us know. We both have Twitters.
Yeah, the
podcast has a Twitter.
Yeah.
Let us know.
They're just opinions.
We both have YouTube channels. Exactly. It's just us shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And talking about nerdy things that we find interesting.
And and by all means, hit us up on Twitter. Give us some ideas. What do you want us to hear us? What do you want to hear us talk about?
Exactly.
What did you like about the podcast?
Maybe you want to talk about the fact that there's already a sequel okayed for the Detective Pikachu. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Movie ain't even come out yet, and there's already a sequel.
Right. Let us know some of your favorite past games or upcoming games.
Yep.
Anything nerdy, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear it. And also, we have a Patreon. We do. By all means, check us out on the Patreon. If you like the podcast, if you like me, I'm Eyez. If you like him, he's Emo. Please check us out on the Patreon. Give us some support. It'll allow us to, put some more into the podcast, make it more effective, make it better, and
absolutely
give you an all-time good experience.
Absolutely.
And
so, as always, I'm Emo Peanut. He's Eyez.
I'm Eyez.
We're out of here.
See ya.
Bye. Hey, if you find our podcast enjoyable, feel free to follow on here, as well as our YouTube channels.